Hey guys, how's it going? It's Richard Villa. It's a wrap. I'm here with my buddy Nick.
Hey,
What's
how's it
up,
going?
Nick?
How you doing?
Sad day, man.
I know, right? Heard about
Sad
the
day. Joe
news.
El Cholo, rest in peace,
Yeah.
buddy. This was a good friend, buddy.
Yeah, I wish I knew him better, but like I did see him at shows and stuff, and he was always like really positive, and he always brought his A game. It's like,
He was a really nice guy.
yeah,
He was
awesome.
a really,
yeah.
really nice guy, and it hurts, man.
Mhm.
It hurts to lose a friend in the comedy world, especially because they understand what you're going through.
Right.
As
exactly.
a comedian, he understood, hey, man, like, I didn't get paid, or, hey, man, they did me dirty here. Oh,
Right.
hey, man, they canceled my show. And so
Mhm.
it was like a brotherhood that we understood. Oh, man, right now we're all suffering. Like,
Right.
We're all going through some tough times. And then for him to get
Right.
COVID.
Oh man, yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was COVID. And above other things, I mean, he
Yeah.
had just died.
Yeah, I think he had like pre-existing conditions. I think like he had like it's really it's sad. Like I'm hearing so many people it's knocking a lot of people
So
out.
I knew him when he had one leg.
Oh, okay.
Missing. So, that's how people know Joe. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Right.
The longer you known him, the
Right.
the more legs he had.
Right.
But I knew him right after he had lost his leg,
Oh wow.
and he had landed in the hospital again for some reason because of an infection or something. And I went to go see him, and Jackie had cheered him up, and I had just got to know the guy, but it was so weird. Like I always told Joe that he motivated me.
Mm.
He motivated me to be a better person
Right.
because I would see him and the way he would struggle
Right.
just to get into an open mic,
Yeah.
just to get to do a show. And he never asked for money. He was just like, dude, I just want to get the stage time. I just want to
Right.
go up. And it was great to see him and his work ethic when it came to hustling for work, because I knew he had a lot of limitations. He
Yeah.
was missing a leg. Now he's missing two legs.
Right.
And yet he'd still wake up in the morning and he'd still, I wouldn't say he put his pants on and
Right.
shoes on,
Right.
but he
Yeah.
got up.
Right.
And he would work hard, man. And I always told myself, if Joe can do it, I can do it.
Right. Yeah.
Like, come on. Don't
Yeah.
bitch. Like, that
Right.
was always my thing. And I've told it to his face that I love the guy. And I told him that he motivated me.
Right.
I told him, you motivate me to be a better person, a better comic, a better everything, because I see you moving. I see you making moves. And I'm like, wow, this is a guy with no legs beating me at making moves.
Right. Yeah.
And so he always got me on my A game here. This is a little, there we go. A little better.
Okay.
I know this is recording, but maybe it's the OCD in me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now that he's gone, it's tough. It hasn't really
Right.
hit me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But at the same time, I call my other friends. My other friends called me and say, how are you doing? I
Right.
know you and Joe were close. I said, I'm great. I love you guys.
Mhm.
I mean, I have to tell them I love them, because just like Joe passed away, I have to take the opportunity to let them know.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends, so the ones I do have, I tend to want to take care of them.
Right.
And Joe knew that. Like,
That's
he
cool.
knew, like, hey, bro, you're pretty cool. I was like, yeah, man, I gotta be.
Yeah,
'Cause I
right.
don't have a lot of friends.
Right, yeah.
You gotta be.
Yeah.
If you want friends, don't be a dick.
Right. Totally.
But he believed big, man. His big movement was I want to be the first cholo comedian that really brings out the nice cholos. You know what I mean?
see.
We're not all thugs, and that was
Right.
always his mission. We're
Totally.
not all thugs. We're not all just criminals. Some of
Mhm.
us have talent. Some of us can also act. Some of us can do comedy. Some of us can sing. And he always looked at the bright side of everything.
Right.
Even though his situation was pretty fucked up,
Yeah.
he always looked at the bright side of things, and that's why I always admire that on him. And I said, I wish I had your patience.
Right.
I wish I had your understanding. And he says, well, homie, when you ain't got no legs, all you got is patience.
Right. Yeah. What else? What else
And I was
got?
like, wow. Like,
Yeah.
when he would say things like that to me, it would blow me away. And I would go,
Right.
wow, bro, you don't even know what that's letting me know. And so we had many conversations like that when we're on the road.
That's cool.
So I'm glad I got to meet him.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to get to know him. I'm glad my wife did. I have a new perspective when it comes to thugs.
Right.
He changed every perception I had of a cholo
Right.
and tossed it off the window. My wife was devastated more than me too.
Wow.
Like she was really hurt because she understood. Like he was such a nice guy. You just
Right.
wanted to be around him. But
Totally.
he also had a shell that
Right.
personifies like bad shit. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you were watching Narco and they all look like Joe.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
They you see Joe and it looked like a tough guy, like a guy that you
Right.
would cross the street because you went on a mess with. But at the end of the day, man, he was such a sweetheart. He was a good cholo, eh? The
Yeah.
good cholo.
It's cool that he was trying to go against those stereotypes and try to break that mold, you know?
Exactly, and he understood the struggle that was in front of him. He understood because we've had those conversations. I would tell Joe, if you can choose to change who you are, why don't you just change? Why don't you just start dressing nice or like with a nice polo or
Right.
something or you know, wear like
Right.
regular shoes and you know, to grow your hair out and stuff like that. And he's like, no, bro, this is who I am.
Right.
This is not a costume. You guys dress up like me on Halloween.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't, this is not a costume. Like, this is my style. This is a
Right.
style that I was born with. This is the style that people around me respect and admire. They go, look at, wow, te ves firme. You look nice. You look tight. And he was right. And he says it's a culture.
Yeah.
Just like there's rock en español and rockeros and rockers and gothics, and it's a culture movement,
Yeah.
bro. You don't tell that to a rockabilly guy.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
say that to somebody else that's, you know, hipsters.
Right. Yeah.
You don't
like,
say that to
right.
a fucking hipster.
Yeah.
But he understood that the stigma behind how he looked that followed him. So he was trying to put a brighter light to that. And
Yeah.
letting people know, hey, there's good cholos out there, and not all of us are fucking criminals.
Yeah.
Very, very smart man. Just in ways of how he dealt with life. And me having a father that died because of diabetes,
Oh yeah.
and he having diabetes, and that's the cause of his leg being chopped off.
Right.
I related to some of the pain he was going through because of what my dad was going through. Like, I could empathize and go, yeah, I get it, man. My dad would go through those same pains.
Right.
So tough, man.
Yeah. It's
Joe El Cholo.
it does give you perspective. You know, there's like that show that you're like, you know, maybe there's a show you want to get booked on, but you're like, he was out there, he lost his legs and he was performing and still trying to bring a bright light. And he had things working against him with that image and stuff, you know. But again, when we go on stage, the audience always has a perception of us. And I think it's our job as comics to tell them, no, this is who I am, to change what they expect from you. I mean, you can play into it if you want, but I think it's cool to like take that, what they think, and then kind of turn that, you know, upside down, you know.
Yeah. But look, in Joe's perspective, the reason I think we got along so well is everybody told him, don't do that. Don't follow
Right.
that stereotype. That's so hacky. That's so this. That's so that. And he stuck to his guns, and I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't change. He said, "This is who I am." Shit, his fucking logo.
Yeah.
It's his face looking like
Right.
a thug.
Right.
And he made it cute.
Right.
He
Yes,
was-
it's got stylized and stuff. Yeah.
He would make his little, you know, like rosaries, and he would have a
Right.
little Sharky
Yeah,
instead
that's
of
cool.
Forky.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool.
Sharpie, Shanky.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shanky,
That's hilarious.
with a little mustache.
Yeah.
So that was Joe, man.
Right.
You always opened up his Instagram and there was a funny post or a funny meme.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's not gonna happen anymore. So those
Yeah,
are, you know,
sad.
those are things that you go, fuck, dude.
Even if you don't know someone like really well, there's still like that loss. Like, I'm never going to talk to that person ever again. You know, there's still that. So yeah, it's, you know, it's definitely felt, you know, whether you knew him a lot or knew him a little, you know.
To see Joe, and it was hard to see him when he posted this whole thing when he passed away. And I remember looking at the post going like, what the fuck happened? And I talked to him, and he says he died.
Wow.
They brought him back to life. This was on a Thursday.
Hmm.
That's Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I told my wife, and it's spooky to say it now, but I told my wife, I am going to go see Joe. And she said, why? I said, he died on Thursday and he's doing a show tonight. And he died twice. I think he died Wednesday. They brought him back. Then he died again.
Oh, wow.
They brought him back. And then Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, man. It was just, he's been in and out of these hospitals a long time. I mean,
wow.
if you see my text history with him, it's been praying since he lost his first leg, man.
Right.
So at this time, I go, I have a bad feeling about this. I don't think I'm going to see him. And that picture I posted was the last day we were together, me and Joe.
Wow.
And that was that Saturday. And I told him, what are you doing here, bro? I love you, man, but you got to understand your immune system is low right now.
Yeah, totally.
You died and came back to life. Like, that's God telling you to slow down.
Right.
You fucking got short times here.
Right.
And he said, no, man, I want to do this. I want to be on stage and I want to be around people doing comedy. And,
wow.
And in a sense, I understood that. But in another sense, I understood, well, you're not going to be able to enjoy a lot of these if you're not staying home.
Right.
And not that you can't go home. We can go out. I get it. But understand that COVID is a bad
absolutely
bad virus. If you get it, it builds, it affects your breathing.
Yeah.
So... Joe, we laughed it off. We had a great night that night. But the whole time I was there, I felt like that was going to be the last time I was going to see him. And sure enough, it was the last time I saw him.
Wow.
And it was crazy because somebody had brought him a Monster.
Oh, wow.
But he has diabetes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I said it on stage, hey, don't bring this motherfucker any Monsters.
Right.
Get him crack. Get him heroin, but don't get him any Monsters. We don't worry about the heroin addiction.
Yeah.
We're worrying about the fucking sugar addiction.
One thing at a time, yeah.
And it puts things in perspective for me too, man. Like, am I gonna lead the same way? My dad died of diabetes. My mom has diabetes. My grandmother died of diabetes. My grandfather died of diabetes. My uncle died of diabetes.
Wow. It's in the family.
So the only thing my dad left me as an inheritance is diabetes.
Right.
So
you can always change that. You can always change that around, though.
Yeah, you can change that around. And I don't know if this is a big eye opener for me now because I look at Joe and I go, I know how much he struggled.
Right.
And I'm going like, wow, man. I don't know if that's a big sign that God's sending my way, going like, hey, dude, open your fucking eyes. How about no more chicharrones every fucking night?
Right. Yeah.
Get on a fucking diet.
Right.
But yeah, dude, it's a sad day to know that Joe's gone, man. I wanted to dedicate this show to him, and I wanted people to know a little bit about who he was and what he stood for. Just so if I ever make it huge or you ever make it huge, somebody will take a look at this and say, oh, fuck, Joe El Cholo. Let me look him up.
Yeah.
And you can watch some of his comedy. What made Joe special was this. He was always genuine and never showed desperation.
Yeah.
Joe could play it cool and it didn't matter.
Right.
Joe was the kind of guy that stood on the sideline saying, okay, whenever you're ready. But he wasn't the fucking kid that said, let me play, coach.
Right.
I haven't played. Oh, you haven't put me in.
Right.
No, he just stayed quiet and he said, all right, whatever, whenever you're ready.
Totally.
And once he got to go to the plate, once he got to play, he would show you why you should never fucking leave him on the bench. So,
right.
And he never had to prove it to anybody. He would just, people just got to see it and go, fuck, I get it.
Yeah.
He never bitched and whined about it.
Yeah.
He was one of those the guys that never bitched and whined.
Shows like leading by example is one of the most.
Yeah.
People just see your work ethic. You don't have to tell anybody.
Just look at me. No. And this is the thing is, he did a movie before you passed away.
Wow.
Cholo Zombie. Check it out, guys.
Okay.
If you have a chance, Cholo Zombie.
Right.
I think I promoted it too on my site, so take a look at it. What else? I hope none of my other friends die as I'm running out. So please stay safe, guys. If you see this podcast, I'm praying for you guys. Don't fucking die.
we don't want any more memorial episodes.
Yeah.
Let's keep that,
Now I'm wondering if I'm going to get... He has kids that he leaves behind, too. His kids were great kids. I got to meet them, too, on his birthday. Got invited to his birthday. So we'll see, man. It's tough. It's tough. And maybe one of the things that gives you comfort is his material.
Right.
will live forever.
Absolutely.
We have an archive now called YouTube.
Absolutely.
Where his jokes will be there forever. I mean, at least long enough for my daughter to see them one day, and I gotta tell her, "Oh, let me tell you about Joe El Cholo."
Right.
And then she says, "Who's that?" That was a friend of mine. Look him up on YouTube.
Right.
And he's there.
Yeah.
And my daughter gets to see him. Sad when, and it's beautiful because you don't have to be famous.
Right.
Now, it's fucked up too because it never goes away.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Right.
You also can do fucked up shit, which I know a lot of.
Right.
And it'll stay there forever. So it's good, man. It's so great that we live in the world where my daughter and maybe her kids will get to see Joe El Cholo, even though he passed away. He leaves his body of work,
right?
Whatever that was. I mean, I know he had an hour already.
Oh wow!
Change, like he had a lot of material.
That's crazy.
So I hope he put it all up, and if it's not, please, I would ask the family go through his archives and put it all up.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Have you planned about your death? Have you decided what you're gonna do when you pass?
I haven't decided that. Yeah, I think like, because it is kind of strange. Like when I hear friends, they like had a will done and stuff when they're like younger. I'm like, it's kind of like that kind of weirds me out. But I get why like people do prep and they prepare ahead of time. You know.
Of course.
So
because they want to make sure that shit gets done right. I wonder if Joe El Cholo's gonna have some fucking funny last request.
Oh yeah, will
some fucking the will testament. Like I want like mariachis or something, or I want fucking doves being released.
Yeah.
But I think I am gonna get on the Joe Luna diet, bro. I think I'm gonna get on this fucking diet and lose some weight and maybe prevent diabetes.
Right.
What else? But plans? You haven't planned it. Anything?
Yeah, it's not like
Who keeps your shit? By the way, like let me ask you this: you can tell your parents, listen, do me a favor, just grab everything in my room and burn it. Don't go through the shit. All right? like that was my plan.
Oh,
when
okay,
I was like, hey, listen, I don't need to leave this shit behind.
Right.
So grab my shit and burn that shit. But what is your last request? Like, do you have any? Have you spoken to your parents?
I don't at the moment. I guess because it's not like I know like a lot of young people. There's like invincibility. Oh, I'm not. It's not gonna happen for a while. I think it's more like I guess you could say it's superstitious. Like it just feels weird to plan it because I'm 31 to plan that so early. But I guess maybe I could start kind of thinking.
Joe, I know Joe had underlying conditions, but no, it doesn't matter. You could be hit by a truck.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Right.
All right. Like, what do we do with shit now?
Right.
Do we go through it?
Yeah.
Do we hit the black light first?
Right.
How much glow is going to come out of this room?
Right. Yeah, totally.
So what's the will testament? Because God forbid, I hope nothing ever happens to you.
Right.
But if something does happen to you, I can call your parents and go, listen, we have a podcast.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen, this is some of the stuff that he wanted. Now it's up to you, but I'm just going to send you the video. I edited it.
All I know is he left his Lego collection to me. I get that, It's on the podcast.
Did you hear that, guys? I get the Lego collection. I don't know what the fuck that is. So do you have a Lego collection?
I have a somewhat.
Wait, fucking how sick is this collection? Like how sick in your mind are you that how many Legos do we have here?
It's more like a specific collection. So, okay, there were sets that like I grew up with or I wanted. So I was kind of going I went on kind of a tangent of getting like from a certain era from like 93 to like 2001, like the sets that like I really wanted as a kid. So I was kind of going through that. And then I do have some newer, just kind of random sets that were kind of cool. But
so let me ask you this because my daughter loves Legos.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay?
Once you build it, then what?
That's the hard part. I had like a whole like mini Lego city built from like the 90s sets that I got, but then I'm like, I need this table for like other stuff too. So I kind of took it apart in pieces and put it in a tub. So it's kind of like, because I don't want to like take it all apart, because like I don't want to waste all this time.
That you did do it then.
So I did kind of like just kind of split it and like not like take it all apart, but like in chunks. Yeah.
Here I am. First,
Okay.
grab all those other fucking boxes, put all the Lego and the instructions back into the box. The fun part is
Right.
meeting a friend, saying, "Hey, why don't we just put the Lego together?
Right.
Let's talk, put some music on, and
Right.
do the Lego."
Yeah, that's true. I guess there is that whole. Yeah.
That's what you do.
I guess I never imagined friends coming over wanting to build a Lego set with me.
Well, you have to first. Let's work on the friends first.
Yeah, I have to
Let's
get more
you
friends.
Get you
Yeah.
friends. Hopefully, some that don't die.
Right.
And but that's what I told my daughter. She's like, "No, don't touch it. It took me forever." I was like,
Right.
"That's the whole point.
Right.
Like tomorrow, you do it again with somebody else. Like just say the instructions."
Or if it's custom, I try to take pictures of it. Like kind of okay, this is how I did it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like,
If it's something,
Yeah, you're not gonna fucking hot glue it together.
Right. Yeah. No. Forever. Yeah.
So
Right.
can we take it apart?
Yeah.
Nope. It's just fucking frozen.
Yeah, it's gonna
like
stay there.
Legoland. Don't
Right.
touch
Yeah.
it.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Well, that's a shitty city of New York.
Yeah. Right.
all
Yeah.
right, fuck it.
Yeah.
So what's in your will, buddy?
What's in my
let's
will?
Talk about death. You pass away for some reason. You got hit by a truck.
Okay.
What happens? What do you want us to leave behind for you? Or what do you leave in your will?
What I leave behind?
What are the instructions?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought of that. I guess have you thought about it?
It's fucking 100 million times.
Okay,
I
how
know
good?
exactly what I want.
Okay.
Okay, so my plan is this. There is a box for my daughter
Oh, okay.
that is just for her. And I put memorable things in my career in the past 20 years that I've been doing comedy. Highlights, moments that mold me into who I am, with the parent that she met at whatever age I pass away. And little by little, I start putting these trinkets from Afghanistan, Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Japan.
That's cool.
She has my old passport there. So she will literally have a small timeline.
Right.
And I started making these recordings, the audio recordings, which I need to jump back and doing it. But me and my wife started that.
Wow.
When she was maybe 2 months old.
And
we have conversations with her where we tell her at 13, at 14, what we would want her to be, and
what your
telling her,
expectations.
and letting her know that she can be open with us, and letting her know that we understand if she's gay, straight, if she feels uncomfortable and doesn't want to talk to me, can talk to mom. We encourage her and tell her she's beautiful, and so all these empowering things that it's going to help a growing girl.
Right.
So if I'm not here, she can hear from my voice and what my thoughts were, or what would dad want me to do. That type of understanding. If she got pregnant, what would be my reaction to that? You got pregnant. Okay, I want you to know that you can come to me. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I have a grandkid. I'm not upset.
Totally. Yeah.
So she needs to know that. She needs to know that I'm okay with her coming to me and saying, "Hey, Dad, I made a mistake. I got pregnant, and we will deal with it." And she knows because I said it not only in this podcast, but I've said it many of times in the recordings where she can come to me or my wife, and we will, whatever she decides to do, we're gonna do.
Yeah.
She picks, she, and whatever decision she makes, we're gonna, back her 100%. So. In terms of that, financially, everything stays with my wife. Make sure that she takes care of Oli and raises her. She keeps all of my junk. She can throw away whatever she wants. She can keep whatever she wants.
Right.
Oli's stuff is already separated, so that's for her.
That's cool.
And then I want to get burned, man. I want to get cremated.
I see, yeah.
I don't want to take any more space. And I want my friends that are left or any new ones that I make.
Right.
To grab some of those ashes and visit the stages that I visited. So if you're at the Microsoft theater level, that's where you're performing in big arenas, you would be one of my friends that takes it to the Microsoft. But if you're still doing open mics, then go to an open mic that I did. Go to Joe
Beltran's gonna be in his backyard. Yeah.
And throw some of my ashes there. If you're at that level,
go to the marquee and you're gonna
go to the marquee. So my wife knows that.
Yeah.
Whoever were my friends, take a little bit of my ashes and drop them on those stages and let them just disperse them. That's
right.
it. Keep a picture of me if you want to remember me.
That's incentive to go further in the career. Like, you want to take me further, you gotta you gotta move
take
up.
me to that stage.
Yeah.
But those have been my wishes, man.
Right.
Those were my wishes,
Wow.
and I said them out loud, just because you never know, man. You take a trip to a comedy show one day, the plane never made it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, musicians like the Big Bopper and all them. You know, the day the music
Richie
died.
Valens,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So you never know, man.
Mhm.
Nobody's guaranteed anything. So make your plans, man.
That box is really interesting. That's really cool that you're setting all that aside from her.
Yeah.
So that's
So she has Afghani money in there. She has Saddam Hussein money, currency that it was worthless now because Saddam Hussein doesn't exist anymore.
Well, eBay, give it,
eBay, but now she has some that I brought from there.
Yeah.
Don't go to Pawn Star, by the way, Mija. Don't start selling all this shit for garbage money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Rick won't. We'll only give you $50 anyway.
Exactly. I'm putting in like nice trinkets and little memorable things, and she's over there at pawn shop fucking selling them. I don't know. My dad's fucking dead. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was some episode of Chumley spraying it all out.
Exactly. Okay. Well, we'll buy your dad's shit for like $4.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, the best I can do is $50, man.
Yeah. No. That includes the box.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We need. Yeah, they need the box. Yeah.
So as I get older, I hope she looks at it and go, "Wow, my dad did have an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
He did have an amazing life. He traveled the world. He met so many people." And I mean, shit. That's all we can hope for.
Right. Yeah.
That's my legacy. That's what I leave behind.
Leave your dent on the world. Yeah.
And I always say, you know what? I lose a friend today, but I'm always optimistic just because of the way Joe was. And I go, you know what? I'm looking forward to meeting the new friend.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna meet a new person.
Right.
You're already a friend.
Yeah,
so I'm not talking about you.
Yeah,
okay. I'm talking about
someone else comes down the road.
You lose a friend, you're gonna gain another friend. That's just the way
right.
Our universe works.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm always optimistic, and I'm always looking to meet a new person and say, "Wow, just like Joe changed my life."
Right.
I'm waiting for other people to change my life and help me grow and be a better person. So, shit, you showed me how to do Photoshop yesterday.
Oh yeah. Totally. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, it's just, we're all learning different angles. Like, you were giving me different angles of comedy that kind of like I never thought of.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
In fact, I kind of, right now, my comedy, because I'm a clean comic, but I also have like different rules and stuff. It's kind of like, I feel like it's like a crayon box of like 8 colors. Like, and you're kind of like, hey, expand that maybe to 16. Like, not the whole swearing thing, but you're kind of like saying maybe there's more topics you can kind of explore, try, so that I do kind of feel like, because I was like, once I started comparing comedy to art, it started kind of opening my mind, like, oh, like someone doing a painting is like, it's like comedy as well,
You're just mixing your palettes now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, hey, grab that yellow and grab that green, and you're going to get some brown.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, it worked.
Right, yeah.
I never thought yellow and green would make brown.
Right.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. So now that's the art.
Yeah, the art,
that
exactly. So kind of like, okay, expanding a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
expanding your 8 colors.
Right.
Shit, I just lost my train of thought thinking of the comedy. Oh, the friends, the way they mold you, the way they change you. But that was one of the things that Joe did. So, whoever you meet later on is going to teach you something new.
Right.
And you can either take it or not take it, or say, you know what? And I've met people that were just full of shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you get both.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Freaky Dude texting me? Yes, we did.
Oh,
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
All right.
But let's talk about Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday, this guy became a tacuache. Nick became a tacuache. He was up there quemando, quema no quema. Like, he was right there, fucking corridos tumbados, corridos, trap music, y todo. He was a ding, ding,
oh yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. Yeah, it was. I love it so much. I looked up the artists. I couldn't find who they were. I couldn't. But they were like a 3 guitar band.
Yes.
I loved it. And
they had 3 guitar band, and it was dope, dude. It was in a rooftop in LA. it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
It was just a really mellow area, and then it was bring your own drinks.
Yeah.
So I had a few beers, and they're selling weed there.
Right. Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit!
In the corner,
In
yeah.
the corner, they
Yeah, it
were
was
selling
awesome,
weed.
yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like, shit, this is dope.
I was so cold. I think the guy was lighting up the joints just to warm up. It was that cold up there.
Yeah. Are you high? No, I just want to warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was nice seeing some of the comics. Robert Zapata, thank you very much for the spot. Who else was it? Renee Vaca. JR was there.
Oh yeah.
JR was cool too. Everybody, forget the rest. Kingsley or BL Kingsley or something like that's his name. Black guy was there, but it was really good just to get out, could do a show,
really
and I did it on Thursday because I knew they were gonna shut us down.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Saturday.
That weekend. Yeah, they were gonna, and there was a gym actually just down the slope. It was crazy. Like they were just like, hey, well, let's just get our workout in before it all like gets shut down.
Yeah. So
End of the world.
Yeah, end of the world. People were working out because they were shutting down the gym at 9.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
So they're like, wow, putting in their workout, and we're over there trying to find a place to pee.
Right, yeah, right.
Like fat as fuck with a beer.
Right, yeah.
We're like,
can I get by to use the restroom? Like we're just trying to like.
You got to go to the first floor.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. I found the corner.
Right.
I'm not going to the first floor. So, but it was a great experience, man. What did you think, man? What did you think about the setup, the way it was done?
It was cool because I've been seeing a lot of outdoor shows and stuff, over since COVID started.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really cool, and they packed it out. Like I was really impressed because, like some places they'll already kind of have, even though it's COVID, they'll have a venues outside. Like already they kind of get foot traffic, but this was like to have people come. They paid tickets.
Yeah.
Like that was really impressive. Like their marketing was good. They had that video where it had. I don't think it was that band, but it was a band in their Fresno show.
Yeah.
They were playing it, and I'm like, and I didn't know who they were till we came to the show. I was like, oh, that was that show. But that marketing video, and that's what I learned too. Like marketing just like takes shows to another level and just cements that like kind of cool image in your mind, So yeah, I really like the marketing and stuff.
We gotta get a show going, bro.
Oh yeah, totally.
We gotta get a venue and get a fucking show going. We can start inviting these people and say, hey guys, come fucking join us.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to the guy in the corner, see if I can get us a show there. See if we can do them. But I know it's tough right now with all this COVID shit. But that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking Sunday.
Oh yeah,
came down.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I learned the new board
Rummy
game.
Q.
Yeah,
Rummy Q. I got this guy.
I got destroyed, but it was
so
fun.
we got to hang out. We got to have some steak.
Yeah,
just chilled. Had
fun.
A few drinks. We had a good time, man.
Yeah,
that was good. Anything else you do this week?
Let's see. I went to Rite Aid, and I had a little mini. I was looking for a clock, and.
That's it.
My life, that's my life in COVID right now. I went to Rite Aid.
I went to Rite Aid and I got a clock.
They didn't have one though, so they've moved. It's all the Christmas stuff now.
Go to the swap meet, bro.
I know, yeah, that's right.
Go somewhere like where you can see people.
Right, yeah.
I went to Rite Aid.
Yeah, yeah. All these swap meets like COVID.
COVID
swap me. Yeah,
COVID swap me.
25 cents and.
They say the supermarket's the number one place to get COVID.
The supermarket, wow.
The supermarket,
that's
because
crazy.
Everybody's touching, and then COVID lives on plastic for 3 days.
I try not to use the basket. Like if I can hold it like in like my arm, like.
Nah, bro, that's the worst thing because you're bringing COVID towards you. Best thing to do is grab it, put it in the basket, and then when you get to the car, wash your hands with the sanitizer.
But then I'm touching the basket though. Everyone's touching the basket.
Everybody's touching, but still, dude, because when you put it here, you're not gonna wash that. But if you grab your jacket and you left COVID there because you put plastic here, you're gonna go there.
Yeah, that's.
Or you do this, now you have COVID, or you touch your hand, then you do it. Bro, you're gonna die. Man,
wow,
that's what I tell you. All my friends are dying now. Wow. It is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. But Thanksgiving, any plans? Thanksgiving?
Just staying home. Yeah,
stay home. You're
with
not
my
gonna,
family. Yeah,
with your family.
Yeah,
no big parties, big celebrations.
Yeah, I'm not really.
No.
I mean, yeah, the highlight of my weekend was Rite Aid. So I mean, hang out. Going to hang out with you. Yeah, So
what the fuck? Were we chop liver?
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's just keeping it pretty chill. I mean, because it's just so much craziness. Just trying to just put a clamp down on anything crazy happening.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Well, I'm sad, man, that Joe's not here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It really bothers me, but we move on. Joe, I will keep chucking away. I will always remember you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Always a great guy. Anything else we want to add?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Well, we're good.
Yeah.
I just want to dedicate this show to Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joe, for being a great friend. Thank you for always motivating me to get my ass up and get shit done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you, man. But stay safe out in heaven. Make them laugh, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Sean's up there too with you and a bunch of other my friends. So, if you run into my dad, bro, don't buy his Coke. Don't buy his Coke. He always they'll fucking try to sell you a potato, telling you it's crack. Don't fucking do that. All right, guys. Well, that is a wrap with Richard Villa. Thank you very much for joining us. Nick, anything else you want to add before we leave? Any social media platforms?
I'm at Lava 589. That's all my YouTube, Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
and now the shows are up on YouTube now, so you guys can enjoy them. So please, guys, come and listen to some of these crazy stories that happen to us on the road and anything else that we fucking come up with and remember.
Right.
But that is a wrap, guys. Thank you very much. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good. Yeah.
That's it. All right. Good night, everybody.
Right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.